What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here on Destiny. And god damn it, today was supposed to be a real nice, chill day. You know, all the activities on Destiny reset. I picked up my raid chest piece this morning. Bungie also announced that they're gonna give us a small legendary token of their appreciation for the holidays later on this week. And I was gonna go ahead and make a video on that and tell you guys, oh my god, I think it's gonna be a new ghost shell because Bungie did say it's gonna be a small token of their appreciation. But now I can't even do that. To make matters worse, it's fucking snowing out, which means that I don't get to work today. I also got a shovel out front, and now I gotta deal with all the non-driving fuckwads out there in their four-wheel drive trucks, acting like they're the fucking king of the tundra wilderness, plowing into power lines, and most likely they're gonna knock out my power for an hour or two today. And if that's not bad enough, now I gotta hear from my subscribers that there's other Destiny YouTubers out there running their mouths about some elitist-ass bullshit. And for those of you guys that's been around here for quite a while, you know, I'm a pretty laid-back and chill dude. Might be a little bit high-strung at times, but if there's one thing that really puts the proverbial Tabasco sauce on my asshole, it's elitist-ass bullshit. So go ahead and grab yourself a roll of toilet paper. I'm about to put you guys on some shit. So let me go ahead and explain to you what I'm talking about. So with YouTube, topics get passed around the community through subscribers, and it's one of the reasons that there's so much overlap in content on YouTube is because people spread topics. Last week it was Destiny DLC leaks. The week before it was solo techniques for Crota's raid. And this week it seems the new hot topic is cheesing, glitching, cheating, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's been all the rage with YouTubers chiming in their opinions this week on whether or not cheesing is cheating and how far you're willing to go to get the rewards that you desire. So for those of you guys that don't really know where the word cheesing comes from, the word cheesing comes from the word cheesy, which usually means something lame or cheap tactics. And the most popular use of cheesing in video games comes from the Madden and 2K community, actually, where people will use certain plays in a game which always work, no matter what. Remember, like, what, Madden 2009 with Vic, you could just bootleg it and run it all the way down for a fucking touchdown every game. So we had a, rule between us when we played. Nobody chooses the Atlanta Falcons, and, pretty much like every Madden game has a play or two in it every year that no matter what you do, it's like 99% impossible to stop because of the in-game mechanics just don't allow for that much adjustment in terms of actually stopping it. So those plays are called cheesy. It's lame. It's a cheap way to play, but it's a play that's in a game. And it's not against the rules. So that's what you can describe most cheese spots in Destiny. There's spots that allow for a near 100% completion guarantee on some of the most difficult portions of the game. Now, you could say that it's cheesy to sit outside of a doorway and take pot shots at Fogoth on a Nightfall strikes, but it's not the intended way of completing that strike. I'll give you that. 100%. Bungie's not going to be like, oh yeah, we designed this so you can go in here and no, that's not exactly how that works. But if you notice, there's also a shrieker put inside that room so you can't stay in there forever, which tells me two things. Number one, Bungie was already aware of these cheese methods before the goddamn game was fucking released, and they decided to put a shrieker there. Number two, Bungie also realized that the difficulty of some of the things in the game might be too hard for those people playing it. So instead of sealing off the doorway, they toss a shrieker in there to slow your progress against Fogoth. Because if it wasn't for that shrieker, you'd be able to fuck up Fogoth pretty quickly from inside of that room. So here we have kind of a contradiction inside of the community. You got developers, saying that they typically don't want you trivializing content inside the game, but they also don't want to trivialize the game by making the content so easy that you can just raffle stomp your way through a raid or a strike. But Bungie also realizes that if they jack up the difficulty to 11, ooh, baby, that's a Spinal Tap reference. It's going to turn off a lot of players to the game. So how do you please the hardcore community with the difficulty they seek? while still allowing casual players to participate in these activities. You slow their progress. You do not stop it. And Bungie has done this. So instead of sealing the doors shut and saying, "Aha, fuckers, you're all trapped now. Nobody can complete this strike." No, they give you the option to take 30 minutes to kill one enemy in one of the most tediously annoying ways possible. But if you are really devoted and dedicated towards getting that reward that week, the option is there for you. It's a compromise, because whether you like it or not, all types of people play this game. Young, old, man, woman, even the blue man group. And Bungie realizes this. So instead of making it impossible for a large group of people, they give you the option to sit up top against Sekrion and deal with the Minotaur spawning every minute or so. Hell, some of the people using these methods aren't even bad players. They're just players who need strange coins and nightfall gear so they can reach the level to where they can remain competitive with the gear they fucking have. It's a catch-22, and, you don't have to use these cheese spots if you don't want to. But Bungie has mechanics put into place to make sure that these, cheese spots still come with their own risks and danger, because not everybody has the time to play games for 50, 60 hours a week, but they still want to make some sort of progress. Do you think a father of 3 who works 40 to 50 hours a week comes home, eats dinner, takes a shower, puts the kids to bed, and you think he really wants to sit down and get his ass fucking kicked in the same mission all week long? Fuck no! You know what's gonna happen if that ever becomes his experience in the game? He's gonna go find a new game to play, a new venue to spend his money in. Whether you elitists out there like it or not, casual players make up the majority of the fan base of every game. I'm gonna repeat that loudly and slowly. Casual players make up majority of the fan base of every game. You cannot ignore that fan base, or else your 10-year plan for that game is going to die. There's going to be no more money after that, and then there's going to be no new content. So like it or not, if you are a hardcore elitist in the game, you need casual players to sink their money into the game so you can get more of that content that you're looking to play. And you know what's even more hilarious to me out of all this shit? Is that 90% of the players complaining about, cheesing and glitching and people trivializing the game, those 90% of the people that are complaining about that shit make up 10% of the player base. Really think Bungie gives a fuck what you gotta say? You know what's even more hilarious to me past that is that these so-called hardcore elitists will gear their player up to the teeth, level 32, best gear in the game, got a fully maxed out 331 Gallahorn with Wolfpack rounds, and then they have the balls to complain the game's too fucking easy? If the game's too fucking easy for you, balance it out yourself. Drop your light level down on purpose. Instead of using all fucking legendary and exotic gear, why don't you go ahead and fucking grab one of those green pulse rifles and gimp yourself and go into the fucking strike and beat the strike like that and get the fucking level of difficulty that you're looking at. Because if you're complaining that the game's too fucking easy, balance it out for yourself, motherfucker. Seriously, it's not that hard. But when it comes to talking about something that not everybody has the time for, just shut the fuck up and play the goddamn game. You don't have to use these cheese spots, and you don't have to gear yourself up with the best gear in the game to go run through some of these missions. If you want that difficulty, make the game that fucking difficult for you. It's not that difficult! You see what I'm saying? God damn it. So, my name is Jay, MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. I shouldn't even have to fucking make this video today. This video actually should have been me be like, hey guys, check this out. You know, Bungie has some legendary packages coming for us later on this week. And now they did say that it's going to be a small token of their appreciation. So I'm pretty sure that they're probably going to give us a ghost shell instead of an actual, you know, legendary engram or something inside the game. That could be, you know, I guess, would you really want radiant shards? I mean, radiant shards. Yes, I do. Do you really want ascendant shards in your legendary Christmas package? No. So they're probably gonna give us like a tumbler or a fucking sparrow or, you know, a ghost, something that, you know, is actually guaranteed but won't break the game. So, like I said, my name's Jay, MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys later.
The crystal. Destroy it. Crota's soul is banished. You have given me the gift of vengeance. I thank you. And even if they don't yet know it, the city thanks you.